How's it going, everybody? The PlayStation mid-year deal sale is running from now until July 1st, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, that's enough yapping from me, so let's get straight into it. For $2, 75% off, Volgarr the Viking is a hardcore retro action platformer that resurrects the golden age of arcades, pairing simple controls with brutally high challenge and meticulous level design across handcrafted pixel art stages. Hack through hordes of enemies and brutal bosses with buckets of blood and an epic soundtrack driving every punishing encounter, testing whether you've truly got what it takes to survive this unforgiving Viking saga. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Arzette, the Jewel of Faramore is a beautifully hand-painted, sprite-driven action adventure where you play as Princess Arzette, the kingdom's last hope against the returning evil Daimler. Travel through breathtaking animated storybook locations, uncover cleverly hidden secrets, converse with quirky locals to unravel intricate mysteries, and face villainous foes while acquiring powerful items and abilities that shape your journey. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5, 33% off, Achilles Survivor is a survivor roguelike set in a mythological version of ancient Greece where each run contributes to an ever-growing legend shaped by adaptation and long-term mastery. You battle relentless waves of enemies using evolving powers, construct tactical structures during combat, and constantly adjust your strategy as difficulty escalates through regions packed with elite foes and punishing bosses. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $2, 90% off, Heroes Hour is a strategy RPG blending turn-based exploration and town building with real-time battles featuring hundreds of units, where you level up heroes, cast spells, and conquer procedurally generated maps before your enemies conquer you instead. Choose from 13 unique factions, 30 hero classes, and 244 units, seeking out artifacts and procedural quests that ensure no two playthroughs ever unfold quite the same way. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 70 hours to platinum. For $2, 90% off, Sublevel 0 Redux is a first-person roguelike 6-degree of freedom shooter set in a universe on the brink of collapse, where you pilot a gunship on a mission to loot, craft, and master ancient technology. Descend into procedurally generated zero-gravity environments, facing relentless enemies and scavenging rare resources as you gather the tools your clan needs to survive. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $2, 90% off, the Count Lucanor is a charming yet eerie adventure game following Hans, a poor boy who wanders into the woods on his birthday and stumbles upon a mysterious castle where a kobold offers him great wealth if he can guess its name. Trapped inside with no way out, Hans must navigate a spooky mix of mystery, fantasy, and horror to uncover the kobold's secret and claim his destiny as the new Count Lucanor. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4, 70% off, The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker is a Lovecraftian FMV murder mystery where you play as a psychiatrist treating the unusual patients of a recently deceased doctor while trying to uncover his killer. Type your own questions or choose from suggested prompts across over 1,600 HD video responses, with a randomly generated murderer each playthrough, multiple endings, and choices that determine the fate of your patients and yourself. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4, 70% off, Death Road to Canada is a chaotic roguelike zombie adventure where you guide a party of survivors through a randomized, post-apocalyptic world filled with over-the-top encounters, deadly hordes, and unpredictable story events. You'll fight or evade up to 500 zombies at a time, make difficult choices in interactive sequences, and discover rare weapons and characters with unique abilities as you scramble towards safety. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $3, 65% off, Anodyne is a 16-bit inspired adventure where you play as Young, exploring a strange, surreal, and mysterious world within their subconscious. Navigate natural, urban, and abstract environments, solve puzzles, and battle quirky enemies using only a broom, immersing yourself in a moody, dreamlike soundtrack while uncovering secrets across a large overworld and whimsical dungeons. It's a 74 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 79% off. Oaken is a roguelike hero-oriented strategy game set in a mythical Celtic-inspired world stretched among the branches of the Great Oak, where spirits battle to heal or destroy it after losing the guiding voice of the Oak Song. Fight unique tactical battles on a hexagonal grid where position and rotation matter, explore a randomly generated map packed with bosses and events, and upgrade your spells and spirits your own way. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 75 hours to platinum. For $4, 60% off. The Fairune Collection is a charming retro-style adventure RPG bundle where you guide a courageous heroine through puzzles, monster battles, and quests to unlock powerful statues, seal away evil, and rescue lost fairies across 3 main games. You'll explore colorful worlds, level up abilities, and experience a short origin story that reveals the series' beginnings, while the unlockable Fairune Blast offers a fun shoot-'em-up diversion. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off. Dig or Die is a sci-fi survival sandbox where a stranded Craft & Co. salesman must dig, build, and fight to construct strong enough defenses to survive nightly monster attacks and eventually escape a merciless, physics-driven planet. Build wisely or your structures will collapse, manage a dynamic water cycle, and craft increasingly powerful laser weapons against intelligent monsters that learn to destroy your walls over time. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $3, 70% off. Toss is a bananas VR platformer where you play an acrobatic ape crash-landed on a cloud planet, swinging and launching yourself through over 75 playground levels across 9 vibrant cloudscape biomes to collect parts and repair your ship. Grab trees, pipes, and walls in fluid parkour action, race the clock in time attack, compete on leaderboards with friends, and unlock modifiers like zero gravity by becoming a toss master. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $4, 75% off. Monster Prom XXL is a quirky, competitive dating sim where you and up to 3 friends navigate a high school full of love-struck monsters, aiming to win the heart of your chosen prom date before time runs out. You'll experience hundreds of branching events, uncover secret endings, and collect unique items while juggling romantic rivalries, making choices that impact relationships, popularity, and your path to prom glory. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 10 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $3, 70% off. New Star GP is a retro arcade racing game where players manage their own motorsport team and compete on iconic circuits from the 1980s to the present day, striving to become a true champion. Players upgrade their car, choose race perks, and develop pit strategies while racing against CPU opponents, navigating challenging tracks, and adapting to changing weather conditions across multiple decades of competition. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $4, 85% off. 2 Point Campus is a charming simulation management game where you build and run your own university, shaping students' education, happiness, and overall campus experience. You design sprawling grounds with libraries, sports facilities, outdoor flora, and even whimsical arenas, while offering wildly creative courses like night school and gastronomy, balancing staff, resources, and student needs with playful strategic management. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $2, 90% off. Feudal Alloy is a charming action-adventure RPG where you play as Atu, a fish piloting a robot, exploring a hand-drawn medieval world full of mechanical foes, secrets, and challenges. Upgrade your combat skills, master swords, grenades, and dodges, and face a variety of enemies and bosses, while navigating an interconnected world with diverse paths, equipment, and tactical choices that affect both appearance and abilities. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4, 75% off. 20XX is a fast-paced roguelike action platformer where you and a friend jump, shoot, and blast through procedurally generated levels to save humanity from overwhelming robotic threats. The game features tight, responsive controls, over 100 powerful upgrades, and a wide variety of play modes, optional difficulty modifiers, daily and weekly seeded challenges, and hidden secrets to keep each run fresh, intense, and unpredictable. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off. Tribes of Midgard is a colorful survival action RPG where up to 10 players work together to stop Ragnarok across procedurally generated Norse realms filled with danger, discovery, and constant pressure from an ever-encroaching apocalypse. You'll explore by land and sea, level up your Einherjar, and defend your village from nightly invasions while facing massive Jotnar and godlike ancients in fast-paced, skill-based combat. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off. A Fisherman's Tale is a mind-bending VR puzzle adventure where you play as Bob, a tiny fisherman puppet navigating realities that twist and fold in on themselves, challenging your perception at every turn. Solve physics-defying puzzles, manipulate objects with your hands, and race to light the lighthouse before a looming storm, all while uncovering a mysterious and unexpectedly emotional story. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $2, 81% off. Almost There is a precision platformer built for players who crave mechanical mastery, demanding flawless execution, relentless focus, and unwavering patience from the very first intense second. You'll sprint through more than 150 compact stages filled with spikes, lasers, and collapsing floors that require perfect timing, fast reactions, and careful planning, mastering momentum, reading level layouts, and anticipating each obstacle. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $1, 85% off. Riddled Corpses EX is a fast-paced 60 FPS twin-stick shooter styled after classic 8 and 16-bit arcade games, sending you through diverse, danger-packed locations to destroy huge bosses and root out the very source of evil itself across the cosmos. Choose from 6 characters with unique stats and abilities, team up in 2-player local co-op, and tackle arcade, story, or survival modes while chasing high scores on the online leaderboard. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3, 70% off. Yars Recharged is a thrilling arcade shoot-'em-up where you lead attacks against the enemy homeworld, dodging deadly mechanical hives, swirling missiles, and cannon fire. Charge your Zorlon cannon for massive golden blasts while shooting from cover and darting forward to nibble away at enemy defenses, mastering precision timing, strategic positioning, quick reflexes, and tactical movement. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $3, 85% off. Metro 2033 Redux is a post-apocalyptic first-person shooter set in the dangerous tunnels of the Moscow Metro, where survivors struggle against mutant horrors while trying to protect what remains of humanity. You'll navigate claustrophobic stations in desolate surface wastelands, scavenge scarce resources, and engage intense combat as Artyom on a desperate mission to warn the remnants of mankind of a looming threat. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $2, 75% off. Always Sometimes Monsters is a narrative RPG where, broke and heartbroken with your landlord taking the key back and your manuscript unfinished, you set out on the open road to win back the love of your life before they marry someone else entirely. The story unfolds entirely based on your own choices, asking whether your life can be salvaged or whether, deep down, we're always sometimes monsters. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.